Scorching sun beating down upon the endless sand, navigating blindly through this unforgiving land. A mirage shimmering falsely on the hot horizon, searching for the courage of the mighty desert lion. Leather boots kicking up the yellow, dusty trail, refusing absolutely to collapse or ever fail. Canteens are nearly empty, lips are cracked and dry, staring upward at the merciless, expansive sky. Gripping the wooden staff tightly inside my fist, marching through the morning's evaporated mist. Nomadic tribes wandering across the massive dunes, following the guidance of the ancient crescent moons. Camels carrying the spices and the heavy silk, drinking the nourishment of the fermented milk. The caravan continues despite the brutal heat, conquering the geography with our callous feet. Left foot, right foot, never losing the stride, swallowing our arrogance, abandoning our pride. A journey is the ultimate magnificent goal, testing the endurance of the human weary soul. I am a dedicated rhythm stepper, walking far, guided by the brilliant light of the northern star, crossing the wasteland, determined to survive, keeping the ancestral ancient traditions alive. Rhythm stepper, moving across the barren earth, experiencing a difficult, spectacular rebirth. Scorpions scurrying beneath the jagged rocks, ignoring the ticking of the artificial clocks, finding an oasis hidden within the deep canyon. Water is the ultimate magnificent companion, resting underneath the shade of the solitary palm, reciting a prayer, singing a traditional song, replenishing the stamina to continue the trek, wrapping the cotton scarf tightly around my neck. Campfires crackling loudly in the freezing night, providing a necessary comforting warm light. Gypsy skirts twirling to the acoustic guitar, realizing exactly how incredibly strong we are. Sleeping upon the carpets woven from sheep wool, waiting for the moon to become completely full. At dawn we dismantle the temporary canvas tents, enduring the harshness of the natural elements. Left foot, right foot, never losing the stride, swallowing our arrogance, abandoning our pride. The journey is the ultimate magnificent goal, testing the endurance of the human weary soul. I am a dedicated rhythm stepper, walking far, guided by the brilliant light of the northern star, crossing the wasteland, determined to survive, keeping the ancestral ancient traditions alive. Rhythm stepper, moving across the barren earth, experiencing a difficult, spectacular rebirth. The destination matters less than the dusty road, carrying this evolutionary genealogical load. Footprints instantly erased by the blowing wind, leaving absolutely nothing but our tracks behind. Keep walking, don't look back, miles to go, steady pace. I am a dedicated rhythm stepper, walking far, guided by the brilliant light of the northern star, crossing the wasteland, determined to survive, keeping the ancestral ancient traditions alive. Rhythm stepper, moving condenser, finding the perfect tones. The engineer is separated by a pane of thick glass, waiting for the initial recording sequence to pass. I deliver the lyrics with the precise, sharp attack, and listen to my own voice beautifully bouncing back, multiplying syllables until they fill the room. A flower of audio that is beginning to bloom. Sitting at the soundboard, twisting the plastic knobs, performing the most crucial of all the studio jobs. Routing the cables through the complicated patch bay, manipulating time to create the perfect delay. The reel-to-reel is spinning, capturing the magic tape, giving the invisible audio a physical shape. Pushing the faders upward, increasing the feedback loop, cooking up a magnificent sonic alphabet soup. Analog equipment glowing with the vintage warmth, creating a terrifying, beautiful acoustic storm. Milliseconds stretch out into an eternity, unlocking the secrets of audio geometry. We are mixing the delay, jam bending the clock, a synchronized, rhythmic, oscillating shock echoes colliding against the padded studio wall. Mesmerizing, repetitive, hypnotic, or delay jam, filtering the high and low EQ, a technological masterpiece created just for you. Splicing the magnetic ribbon with the razor blade, preserving the glorious masterpiece that we have made. Adding a phaser effect to the rhythm guitar, making it sound like it originated from a star. The compressor squashes down the heavy kick drum, while the parametric equalizer creates a gentle hum. A scientist of sound experimenting with the gear, crafting the frequency perfectly for the human ear. My chorus overlaps itself in a cascading wave, a musical phenomenon that I completely crave. Breathing into the microphone, creating a stormy gust, shaking off the decades of accumulated dust. The panning sweeps my vocals from the left to the right, a dizzying stereo, spectacular acoustic flight. I am an instrument played by the master technician, completing the ultimate auditory expedition. Analog equipment glowing with the vintage warmth, creating a terrifying, beautiful acoustic storm. Milliseconds stretch out into an eternity, unlocking the secrets of audio geometry. We are mixing the delay, jam bending the clock, a synchronized, rhythmic, oscillating shock echoes colliding against the padded studio wall. Mesmerizing, repetitive, hypnotic, oh, delay jam, filtering the high and low EQ, a technological masterpiece created just for you. Turn up the reverb, make it sound like a cave, riding the transform. I am stepping out into the center of the storm, wearing neon colors that glow completely bright, searching for the ultimate sonic appetite. The underground bunker is hidden out of view, only accessible to the chosen lucky few. Elevator descending into the basement deep, where the nocturnal creatures refuse to go to sleep.
Sound system operator plugging in the thick cables, wiping down the surface of the dual turntables. Amplifier tubes glow in a dangerous hot red, preparing to unleash the thunder in your head.
Testing the microphone, saying check 1 and 2, sending massive shockwaves directly into you. The concrete foundation is beginning to crack. Once you feel the pressure, you can never go back. Dial up the frequency, maximize the gain. Let the heavy audio wash away the brain. Physical sensation taking over every nerve. We are heading straight into a dangerous curve. We need the bass tonight, rattling the chest, putting the subwoofers to the ultimate test. Lower than the ocean, deeper than the sea, this is the pinnacle of acoustic mastery. dispel the quiet gloom. Every single memory bounces off the painted wall, listening intently for your distant, loving call. Distance is a canyon separating you and me, longing for your touch, wishing you were here to see.
Standing on the precipice, looking at the stars, wondering if the universe can heal these lonely scars. Shouting my affection into the massive dark abyss, dreaming of the sweetness of your tender, gentle kiss.
Frequencies are traveling across the mountain range. Your love remains the constant, though the seasons always change. Sound waves rippling across the great divide, emotions swelling up, a massive pulling tide. What I give to you comes reflecting back to me, a boomerang of sentiment flying wildly free. Caught inside the echo, passion repeating endlessly, a holographic projection of what we used to be, reverberating promises that linger in space, visualizing perfectly the contours of your face. Echo, passion, a cycle that will never fade, resting in the comfort of the promises we made.
Canyons holding on to the syllables I spoke, like a smoldering ember transition into smoke. Valleys carrying the heavy weight of my desire, blowing on the coals to ignite the romantic fire.
Time becomes irrelevant, seconds stretch to hours, nurturing this feeling like a garden full of flowers.
Oh, catching the vibrations that you send across the miles,
Translating the silence into solitary smiles.
the microphone is capturing the beating of my heart.
Even when geography keeps us far apart, synthesizing feelings, filtering the immense pain, waiting for the sunshine to evaporate the rain. Sound waves rippling across the great divide, emotions swelling up, a massive pulling tide. What I give to you comes reflecting back to me, a boomerang of sentiment flying wildly free. Caught inside the echo, passion repeating endlessly, a holographic projection of what we used to be, reverberating promises that linger in the space, visualizing perfectly the contours of your face. Echo, passion, a cycle that will never fade, resting in the comfort of the promises we made.
Hello, 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 hello.
Are you there? The delay multiplies the depth of my despair, but the harmony returns, reassuring and so sweet, making this connection fundamentally complete. Bouncing back, everlasting, through the void, I hear you. Hey, caught inside the echo, passion repeating endlessly, oh, repeating endlessly, a holographic projection of what we used to be, of how we used to be, experienced an emotion like this before. The gravitational pull is impossible to deny, tethering my soul firmly to the vast open sky.
No superficial flirtation, no temporary fling. You are my absolute spectacular everything, plunging into the profound, unfathomable deep. A monumental devotion that is mine to keep, carrying the colossal weight of a genuine romance, entering a completely mesmerizing, beautiful trance. You are the solid foundation underneath my feet, making my existence entirely and wonderfully complete. Hurricanes may threaten, tornadoes might arrive, but this dense affection guarantees we survive, bound together by invisible, unbreakable ropes, surpassing entirely my wildest, grandest hopes. Sinking downward into the abyss of your embrace, occupying a completely sacred, permanent space. The mass of this attraction bends the laws of physics, curing the doubts of the pessimistic critics. We are anchored by incredibly heavy love, a monumental blessing gifted from above, too dense to be broken, too solid to ever bend, a gravitational anomaly that will never end. Heavy love, grounding us into the bedrock core, leaving us passionately begging for more. A fortress constructed of absolute pure trust, impervious entirely to the corrosive rust. I pledge my allegiance with a solemn, serious vow. Eternity is happening right exactly here and now. Your loyalty weighs a ton, pure as solid gold, a fascinating story that's finally been told. No shallow waters, we navigate the deepest trench, a burning thirst that only you can properly quench.
The gravity multiplies whenever you are near, eradicating instantly every microscopic fear. My heart is a boulder resting in your palm, providing an overwhelmingly reassuring calm. We do not float away like meaningless balloons, we are stabilized entirely like orbiting moons. The density of passion suffocates the lonely past, a monumental monolith built to forever last. Sinking downward into the abyss of your embrace, occupying a completely sacred, permanent space. The mass of this attraction bends the laws of physics, curing the doubts of the pessimistic critics. We are anchored by incredibly heavy love, a monumental blessing gifted from above, too dense to be broken, too solid to ever bend, a gravitational anomaly that will never end. Heavy love, grounding us into the bedrock core, leaving us passionately begging for more. Let the massive tsunami crash against the shore. Our monumental bond is stronger than a titanium door, rooted deeply within the center of the earth, celebrating constantly this magnificent rebirth. So deep, massive gravity, hold me down, solid bedrock. We are anchored by an incredibly heavy love, a monumental blessing gifted from above, too dense to be broken, too solid to ever bend, a gravitational anomaly that will never end. Heavy love, grounding us into the bedrock core, leaving us passionately begging for more. Anchored forever, sinking in immense devotion, total gravity. cobblestones of a surreal boulevard, where reality is fragile and the illusions are hard. Vendors selling glass jars filled with forgotten dreams. Nothing in this bizarre district is exactly what it seems.
I trade a silver coin for a potion of lost memories, unlocking the incredibly strange multi-dimensional keys. The sky above is painted a swirling, impossible magenta, wandering blindly into the completely unknown center. Clocks on the brick walls are ticking entirely backward. The gravitational pull is feeling incredibly awkward. Buying a handful of stardust from the merchant tent, wondering exactly where the concept of sanity went. The psychic readers decipher the patterns in the smoke, revealing the cosmic punchline of the universal joke. I am a traveler stuck between the shifting parallel realms, navigating the ship with absolutely no recognizable helms.
The architecture bends and twists in the strange twilight, eradicating the boundary between the day and the night. A magical realism heavily dripping from the eaves, gathering the falling glow and supernatural leaves. Getting lost forever down a mystic avenue, discovering a completely different alternate view, where the impossible happens on a daily routine. The most hallucinatory, bizarre ever seen. Mystic Avenue, a tear in the dimensional fabric, experiencing the highly unusual auditory magic.
Hey! Lanterns floating upwards without any visible strings, listening to the mutant bird that telepathically sings. The bass line is a snake charmer mesmerizing the mind, leaving the logical, rational explanations far behind. I purchase a map that constantly changes its own ink, sitting at the edge of the incredibly terrifying brink. The shopkeepers speak a language of pure ringing bells, trapped inside their beautiful, fascinating, dizzying spell.
Mirrors reflecting faces that I have never actually worn, watching a beautiful miniature acoustic galaxy be born. My shadow detaches itself and dances on the brick wall, answering the incredibly strange supernatural call. Drinking the neon elixir that allows me to finally fly, hovering gently beneath the impossible magenta sky. The reggae rhythm warps and bends out of natural shape, providing a magnificent, deeply psychological escape. The architecture bends and twists in the strange twilight, eradicating the boundary between the day and the night. A magical realism heavily dripping from the eaves, gathering the falling glow and supernatural leaves. Getting lost forever down a mystic avenue, discovering a completely different alternate view, where the impossible happens on a daily routine. The most hallucinatory, bizarre ever seen. Mystic Avenue, a tear in the diamond. wake up, wake up. Midnight approaches, the city starts to transform. I am stepping out into the center of the storm, wearing neon colors that glow completely bright, searching for the ultimate sonic appetite. The underground bunker is hidden out of view, only accessible to the chosen lucky few. Elevator descending into the basement deep, where the nocturnal creatures refuse to go to sleep.
Sound system operator plugging in the thick cables, wiping down the surface of the dual turntables. Amplifier tubes glowing a dangerous hot red, preparing to unleash the thunder in your head. Testing the microphone, saying check 1 and 2, sending massive shockwaves directly into you. The concrete foundation is beginning to crack. Once you feel the pressure, you can never go back.
Dial up the frequency, maximize the gain. Let the heavy audio wash away the brain. Physical sensation taking over every nerve. We are heading straight into a dangerous curve. We need the bass tonight, rattling the chest, putting the subwoofers to the ultimate test. Lower than the ocean, deeper than the sea. This is the pinnacle of acoustic mastery. Bass tonight, vibrating through the bone, entering a completely alternate zone.
Seismic activity registering off the charts, synchronizing perfectly with our beating hearts. The needle hits the groove, a microscopic spark, igniting an explosion in the completely dark. Rivals try to clash, but the speakers are too weak. They cannot comprehend the language that we speak, dominating thoroughly the auditory space, wiping every challenger completely from the place.
Laser beams cutting through the artificial fog, living like a shadow in the digital catalog. My pulse is dictated by the master engineer. The outside world completely disappears. Sub-harmonic frequencies massaging my spine, crossing over the designated safety line, surrendering my body to the overwhelming force, letting the vibration take its natural course. Dial up the frequency, maximize the gain. Let the heavy audio wash away the brain. Physical sensation taking over every nerve. We are heading straight into a dangerous curve. We need the bass tonight, rattling the chest, putting the subwoofers to the ultimate test. Lower than the ocean, deeper than the sea. This is the pinnacle of acoustic mastery. Bass tonight, vibrating through the bone, entering a completely alternate zone. Can you feel it dropping lower, rolling down? Are the windows shattering all around? Gravity is suspended in this heavy atmosphere. The only thing that matters is the noise we hear.
Lower,
Deeper,
maximum pressure. Release.
we need the bass tonight, rattling the chest, putting the subwoofers to the ultimate test. Lower than the ocean, deeper than the sea. This is the pinnacle of acoustic mastery. Bass tonight, vibrating through the bone, entering a completely alternate zone.
System overload.
Speakers smoking, ringing in the ears.
Fade to black.
psychological state is incredibly fiery, refusing to politely smile for the high society, embracing my wonderfully complex notoriety.
They tried to lock me inside a golden bird cage, but I easily escaped from the theatrical stage, running barefoot through the untamed wilderness, leaving behind the polite, expected tenderness. A lone wolf howling at the midnight lunar phase, rejecting the incredibly boring, predictable maze, trusting the internal compass, ignoring the map, dodging the clever, manipulative societal trap,
writing my own definitive, spectacular destiny, refusing to participate in the fake festivity, hunting for the absolute, terrifying truth, preserving the rebellious nature of my youth, swimming vigorously against the mainstream current, becoming a powerful, undeniable deterrent, unapologetic, fierce, and dangerously proud, standing out visibly from the brainwashed crowd, possessing a magnificent, untamed rebel heart, tearing the restrictive traditional rules apart, a rogue spirit refusing to ever settle down, the most dangerous outcast in the entire town. Rebel heart pumping with fierce independence, fighting back against the authoritative sentence.
Crossing the strictly forbidden geographical borders, disobeying the hypocritical, ridiculous orders. My pulse is dictated by instinct, not by a clock, breaking the incredibly heavy psychological lock,
Walking the completely complicated, risky path, enduring the jealous, unpredictable, bitter wrath. I am the captain of this incredibly fragile ship, refusing to ever lose my determined tight grip, throwing away the expected boring blueprint, leaving the totally unique, unforgettable fingerprint, painting entirely outside the designated lines, ignoring the confusing, contradictory signs. The armor I wear is forged from pure defiance, operating without any corporate fake alliance, finding immense joy inside the beautiful chaos, regardless of the potential temporary loss, swimming vigorously against the mainstream current, becoming a powerful, undeniable deterrent, unapologetic, fierce, and dangerously proud, standing out visibly from the brainwashed crowd, possessing a magnificent, untamed rebel heart, tearing the restrictive traditional rules apart, a rogue spirit refusing to ever settle down, the most dangerous outcast in the entire town. Rebel heart pumping with fierce independence, fighting back against the authoritative sentence.
Do not try to tame the wild roaming beast. We are starving at the superficial fake feast. Freedom is a highly expensive, necessary cost,
But those who wander are never truly lost. Untamed,
unchained,
no rule,
just instinct.
possessing a magnificent, untamed rebel heart, tearing the restrictive traditional rules apart, a rogue spirit refusing to ever settle down, the most dangerous outcast in the entire town. Rebel heart pumping with fierce independence, fighting back against the authoritative sentence. Be strong, never conform, stay wild, forever rogue. neighborhood boys. I learned to sing before I ever learned to speak, finding immense strength whenever I was feeling weak. They call me a legend, but I am just a simple girl, trying to spread a little honey in a bitter world, carrying the history of my people in my throat, pouring pure emotion into every single note.
She walks down the block with incredible grace, a permanent sunshine illuminated on her face. Empress of the concrete, royalty without a crown, lifting up the spirits of the entire dusty town.
When she starts to vocalize, the arguments all cease, bringing a spectacular, overwhelming sense of peace. An aura of positivity surrounds her silhouette, a magnetic energy that you will never forget. She carries the remedy in her vocal cords, striking down the hatred without using any swords. A testament to resilience, a symbol of the pure, providing a miraculous music of cure. Listen to Soul Jenny, pouring out her heart, a masterpiece, a living, a brilliant work of art, healing up the fractures in the community, bringing us together in perfect harmony. Soul Jenny, a beacon shining in the night, guiding all the wanderers back into the light.
I watch her from a distance, standing on the stage, turning back the clock, reversing every age. The elders start to reminisce, the youth begin to smile, captivated thoroughly by her remarkable style. She blends the Latin rhythm with the steady island skank, taking all the blessings straight to the spiritual bank. No artificial gimmicks, no fabricated lies, just naked honest truth reflecting in her
I
eyes.
close my eyes and channel the ancestors above, filling up the microphone with unconditional love. I am a vessel for the melody, a conduit for the sound, keeping my stilettos planted firmly on the ground. Fame is an illusion, money is just green paper, but a genuine connection is a much sweeter flavor. I give away my energy until I am entirely drained, ensuring that the cultural legacy is maintained. Carries the remedy in her vocal cords, striking down the hatred without using any swords. A testament to resilience, a symbol of the pure, providing a miraculous musical cure. Listen to Soul Jenny, pouring out her heart, a masterpiece, a living, a brilliant work of art, healing up the fractures in the community, bringing us together in perfect harmony. Soul Jenny, a beacon shining in the night, guiding all the wanderers back into the light. A powerful wand, creating an unbreakable, magical, musical bond. I read the ancient grimoire of the beautiful sound, the heaviest alchemy that can possibly be found, transmuting the sorrow into absolute pure gold. A spectacular, mystical story that must be told, mixing the vocal potions inside the studio cauldron, protecting the innocent, completely vulnerable children.
Yeah, hey. The mixing console acts as the philosopher's stone, generating a completely unprecedented heavy tone, casting a rhythmic spell to heal the infected mind, leaving the bitterness and the jealousy far behind. My dreadlocks are antennas, capturing the cosmic energy, formulating the ultimate beautiful acoustic synergy. The equalizer is a tool for spiritual high elevation, sending a miraculous cure to the suffering nation. Brewing an elixir out of the melody and the bass, performing the incantations with the wonderful grace. The frequency acts as a highly effective, invisible charm, protecting the listeners from absolutely every harm. Experiencing the undeniable Marley magic, erasing the circumstances that are deeply tragic.
an alchemical process, turning the heavy lead to light,
Illuminating the incredibly dark.
pessimistic night,
Marley magic,
a sorcery of the highest degree, setting the captive,
chain spirits completely free. Weaving the heavy bassline like a protective cloak, emerging victoriously from the thick, blinding smoke. The microphone captures the deeply prophetic word, the most miraculous poetry that you ever heard. I chant the sacred syllables to break the heavy curse, driving away the negative entities inside the universe. The tape machine captures the supernatural phenomenon, a beautiful legacy that will constantly carry on, sprinkling the vocal like fairy dust, rebuilding the foundation of the shattered trust. The rhythm section acts as a powerful healing potion, creating a magnificent, overwhelming, deep emotion. We are the wizards of the underground, of laboratory, writing a completely victorious, triumphant story. The levitation occurs when the heavy beat drops, a spectacular magic trick that never ever stops. Brewing an elixir out of the melody and the bass, performing the incantations with the wonderful grace. The frequency acts as a highly effective, invisible charm, protecting the listeners from absolutely every harm. Experiencing the undeniable Marley magic, Erasing the circumstances that are deeply tragic.
an alchemical process,
Turning the heavy lead to light, illuminating the incredibly dark.
pessimistic night,
Marley magic,
a sorcery of the highest degree, setting the captive,
chain spirits completely free.
the illusion of separation is completely destroyed, filling up the empty, terrifying dark void. The spell is cast, the transformation is complete, finding the miracle within the heavy drum beat.
Feel the alchemy,
Turn pain to gold.
the spell is cast.
Pure magic, experiencing the undeniable Marley magic,
Erasing the circumstances that are
deeply tragic, an alchemical process,
turning the heavy lead to light.
illuminating the incredibly dark, pessimistic night,
Marley magic,
a sorcery of the highest degree, setting the captive,
chain spirits completely free.
the potion works,
Healing sounds
magic remains
forever.
international fashion magazines, a reason to talk. Strutting past the zinc fences and design, custom couture. My posture is intimidating, my attitude is incredibly pure.
The paparazzi chasing me down the bustling Island Avenue, capturing the fascinating, highly contrasting, striking view, balancing perfectly upon the 6-inch needle-thin spike, commanding the aesthetic attention that I absolutely like.
The capital city acts as a spectacular gritty back, watching incredibly glamorous, unexpected photo drop. She poses fiercely in front of the local neighborhood stall, ignoring the traditional conservative, predictable protocol. The flash bulbs illuminate the cracks in the old pavement, a magnificent escape from the typical studio enslavement. The subwoofers act as the metronome for her flawless stride, filling the local residents with a massive, undeniable pride. High, high, fashion collides with the foundational deep roots, trading the typical comeback gear for the stylish boots. The runway stretches across the entire historical town, refusing to let the intense tropical humidity drag us down. Strutting fiercely in the towering Kingston heels, showing the entire world exactly how the island feels. A glamorous invasion of the authentic rugged street, moving elegantly to the heavy, uncompromising beat. Kingston heels, a portrait of magnificent contrast, building a stylish legacy that is guaranteed to last.
The local sound clash is the after party for the runway show, showing the international models exactly where to properly go. Vogue magazine editors mixing with the underground crew, discovering a perspective that is entirely vibrantly new. I DJ the event, matching her incredible visual aesthetic, creating an atmosphere that is undeniably fiercely kinetic. The Jamaican breeze catches the train of her expensive dress, a flawless exhibition of undeniable cultural success.
Striking a dramatic pose against the rusted iron gate, dictating the incredibly fast, highly demanding fashion rate. My accessories are as loud as the massive vibrating bass, claiming absolute ownership of this beautiful island space. The juxtaposition is the brilliant, highly calculated art, capturing the rhythm of the capital's beating heart. I pause at the intersection, letting the cameras rapid fire, elevating the standard of beauty significantly, intensely higher. High fashion collides with the foundational deep roots, trading the typical combat gear for the stylish boots. The runway stretches across the entire historical town, refusing to let the intense tropical humidity drag us down. Strutting fiercely in the towering Kingston hills, showing the entire world exactly how the island feels. A glamorous invasion of the authentic rugged street, moving elegantly to the heavy, uncompromising beat. Kingston hills, a portrait of magnificent contrast, building a stylish legacy that is guaranteed.
So the last,
This concrete is a highly demanding, unforgiving stage,
but we are riding the spectacular, revolutionary pace.
elegance in the authentic street, credibility aligned,
Perfectly executed
visually stunning, brilliant design. Strike a pose, fierce walk, turn the corner, capture the shot. Strutting fiercely in the towering Kingston hills, showing the entire world exactly how the island feels. A glamorous invasion of the authentic rugged street, moving elegantly to the heavy, uncompromising beat. Kingston hills, a portrait of magnificent contrast, building a stylish legacy that is guaranteed to last. Runway cleared,
That's a wrap.
island glamour.
Keep strutting.
Lost in the collar of my heavy waterproof trench coat, memorizing the contents of the classified secret note. Slipping through the back door of the underground casino, wearing the darkest skies, sipping a dry cappuccino. The target is seated quietly at the baccarat table. I am executing the mission precisely, completely able. Hiding the encrypted microchip inside my ruby lipstick, moving with the agility of a trained silent mystic.
Sitting in the idling getaway vehicle across the street, monitoring the surveillance audio from the driver's seat. The wipers are swishing back and forth in the heavy rain, calculating the escape route inside my tactical brain.
Checking the loaded revolver resting in the glove box, waiting for the precise moment when she breaks the locks. The shadows provide a perfect impenetrable cover, operating covertly as a dangerous underground lover. The espionage is synchronized to the ticking of the clock, picking the complicated mechanism of the heavy padlock. Danger is a beautiful, terrifying, thrilling game, leaving no fingerprints, revealing no actual name. Moving stealthily to the midnight rhythm, hiding the evidence right before we read them. A clandestine operation executed in the dark, leaving entirely no trace, making absolutely no mark. Midnight rhythm, a highly secretive, dangerous group, carefully calculating every single risky move.
Searchlight sweeping quickly across the wet alleyway. We have to vanish completely before the break of day. She jumps into the passenger seat, completely out of breath, narrowly escaping an encounter with immediate death. I press the accelerator, burning the rubber tires, dodging the barricades and the tangled barbed wires. The syndicate is furiously chasing us down the boulevard, but we played our absolute winning final card.
Looking in the rearview mirror at the fading red lights, surviving another one of these unpredictable nights. The briefcase is secured firmly underneath my feet. The victory is tasting dangerously, incredibly sweet. I peel off the wig, letting my natural hair fall down. We are the most wanted fugitives in this entire town. The adrenaline is pumping wildly through my veins, breaking free completely from their authority.